Oh, no, there's the pilot. Right in the cockpit. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, whatever you may be. My name is Undub, and welcome back to Star Citizen. It is a beautiful night here on Microtech. But this is a continuation of my tutorial series. If you've had your fill working for Space FedEx, or have decided that working for Space Blackwater is not necessarily your forte, there are still yet other missions that you can partake with as you are starting out your journey in Star Citizen. With little to no sweat equity, or the sweat equity you've already taken part in, today we will be doing a search mission. No rescuing required. While this mission type can be done with just the clothes on your back, a bit of iron and armor is recommended because the universe is not necessarily a safe place. So, gear up with your collected or purchased armor set, a backpack, a weapon or two, and your handy medgun, as it is recommended to never leave home without it, and in this case a multi-tool with an orbit mining attachment, which oddly enough I do not have one in my pile of stuff here on Microtech. Anyway, mining attachments can be bought on any refinery deck on most Lagrange point stations, or found in storage crates in outposts and bunkers. Today we've started our day off here on Microtech, and once you've left your high-rise apartment here in the Aspire Grand Hotel, you will just need to head down these stairs to the Microtech Metro Loop. I say that 6 times fast. And the spaceport is to the left. And hopefully I can catch this train. Yep, no problem. And once you have arrived at New Babbage Interstellar, the exit is to the left from the Metro Loop, Maglev, that's the one. And then you just take these elevators, one of these elevators, up to the actual spaceport itself. There we go. Now, New Babbage can seem a little maze-like at times if you aren't paying attention, but it is more or less one singular line, even if it is a little bit twisty. But once you get up to these stairs, it is simply a left turn over to the AIISC terminals. And today I will be using my Drake Cutter.
Welcome to the AIISC vehicle retrieval.
The Drake Cutter is the newest in the line of starter ships. It is actually a very zippy little beast. It basically sips fuel, and it's honestly very nice. It currently is not purchasable in-game, however, I believe once it goes live, it will be purchasable at New Deal shipyards in Moorville, over on the Hurston. Comes with a bed, and you can fit 4 crates of cargo right about here. Also comes with a gun rack right there, and I'm trying to remember where the rest of the storage is, but that's beside the point. I'm gonna have to make a bit of a diversion over to a Lagrange station in order to get a mining attachment real quick. Additionally, because it is so new,
please visit again.
I forgot that you can actually fit a PTV into the back of it. And anyway, I am hesitant to speculate as to what the actual in-game cost will be, but it's probably going to be in the 200 to 400,000 credit price range. At least that's my guess, anyway. So one of the things that I really, really like about Microtech is the fact that New Babbage Interstellar is so far away from the rest of town, so it is very easy to see where the spaceport is. But anyway, I need to make a slight diversion to a station. Probably, if I had to hazard a guess, Mythel 1 has one. With that diversion out of the way, we can move on to the mission itself, which there is a handful of variation of. Specifically, we will be looking at the search and investigation mission types. And they generally run about the same, but with some key differences. So, for search, I only have the example of the Zeta Prolanide salvage claims. Now, this is the harder version of search missions because, well, Zeta Prolanide is a very tricky material to handle, as it will become unstable and explode in your ship if you aren't fast enough onto delivery. Thankfully, they are all tagged as Zeta Prolanide salvage claims. Usually, however, they will have you going to a wreck site, generally planet side, but sometimes orbital as well, and your objective will be to retrieve cargo. Usually not the explosive type if you have a regular search mission. And the secondary type that we will be looking at today is an investigation mission. Generally, it will have you searching for a missing person, like this one. Sometimes in caves, sometimes at other wrecks, both orbital and planet-bound. Or, like in this case, an unlucky person down at the bottom of a cave. Now, the payout for these missions isn't exactly especially high. However, there is opportunity to be had at these sites, as some wrecks contain things to be scavenged. Or, in the upcoming 3.18 patch, scrap to be carved out of the wreckage. Cave missions currently, however, are one of the most lucrative of these, as you have the added incentive of hand-mineable materials. Do be careful, however, as some caves will have nasty nether wells within them. So if you're feeling especially lucky, don't forget to take out the Call to Arms mission and an iron. However, for today's example, I have pre-accepted this missing persons mission. Locate pilot Taman Lambo. Not expecting a happy outcome for this one. Taman Lambo was last heard from when they boarded a Caterpillar. That same ship was reported destroyed. Now the family wants to confirm what happened one way or the other. And that's where you come in. Go search the Caterpillar's remains, locate Lambo, and we can hopefully give them a little peace of mind. So we're going to track this and figure out where exactly we are going. So it looks like it may be planet-bound this go-around. And the longest part of this particular mission type is the fact that you do not get a quantum beacon to the location. Or you may not necessarily get a quantum beacon. Currently you have to go from the nearest mapped location. In this case, that data center that I just collected. However, there is an upcoming rework to how quantum works in the pipeline, and that may change in the future. But, like the mission itself said, generally these do not have happy outcomes. At least for the contractor. Or contractee, I believe. But this is 411 kilometers away. This is going to be a long night flight. So I am going to set my alignment above the horizon right there and settle in for a long flight. Luckily, I had the forethought to bring snacks. That's part of what the backpack is for. I can hang out on the bed right here. However, I have these delicious space persimmons Actually, no, they're golden medmons and this giant asshole beehive. Actually, no, it's a Luna's spiral fruit. I think they're kind of like a giant pomelo, almost. But anyway, that's for if I start needing to eat on the way over there, because Star Citizen is a full simulation. But anyway, I am going to cut here until we get to the derelict site. Unless something fantastic happens along the way. So there was, for a little while, appearing to be an NPC, or perhaps another player tailing me for some time. So this may actually be an excellent opportunity to detail the cutter's standard armaments. 2 size 2 gimbal-mounted Bulldog laser repeaters, and 4 size 1 Spark 1 missiles. To swap between your lasers and missiles, click the center mouse button, and to activate gimbal fire mode for your lasers, click your G key. This actually allows the missiles to, well, not the missiles, the lasers to kind of autocorrect for the trajectory of your target. And hopefully we won't have any more interruptions on the way down to the derelict. So it looks like I will not be alone down here. And hopefully whoever is down here will be amicable to my presence. Derelict sites are something of a bit of an explorer's playground, as there is parkour and danger within, as well as treasure. I do recommend carrying at least a small backpack in order to cart away some of your found goods. And a sharp eye, because one of the dangers within these sites can be landmines. However, with somebody else down here already, they may have already defused those, as well as the occasional raiding band of NPCs. But it looks like at this point the site is relatively clear of NPCs. Well, I'm going to come on in for a landing and begin my grid search and hopefully have no problems at all with this person. Hello down there! Don't mind me, I'm just here for a missing person. So at night, the bodies can sometimes be a little bit tricky to spot. However, I do believe I spotted one on my way in. With any luck, it will be our pilot. And there we are, first body. Now, the mechanic to actually identify them is basically to crouch down and use the function key to search them. Basically, you're checking their pockets for identification. And it seems that this one is not our pilot. Onward we go. So the simplest way to do this kind of mission is to basically divide your debris field up into grids and then systematically search it. For example, I am going to go bow to stern and clip where appropriate until I've found our missing person. And you are not the pilot. Search. Nope. So these ominously glowing green crates right there, that is zeta prolinide. I will not be messing with that today. I thought I saw another body out of the corner of my eye. let's see. I may be able to get into this portion of the ship as well. But it looks like luck will not be with me unless I can... Nah. Unfortunate. Sounds like that freelancer just left. So we will check this portion of the ship as well. Some of these areas you do have to crouch through. Ah, there is another body. This caterpillar did not have a good day. Nope. So there could be another body in this section of the caterpillar, but that door is toast. Yeah, that door's toast, so it looks like I won't be able to get through there. Nope. So there's only a few more places that this missing person could actually be at this point. Both here in the engine... No, not in the engine room. And off in the cockpit. So the cockpit on the Drake Caterpillar does tend to like to just completely detach from the rest of the ship. Oh, no, there's the pilot. Right in the cockpit. An unfortunate fate. But that is it for this tutorial. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that little bell for notifications, and to join me in my eternal crusade against YouTube and its sorting algorithms. And hopefully I will see you all in the next video.